different outcome if they can't get the same lineup like that. But I do feel, these guys might be outclassing Midas Club today. But then again, we also did see Beast Coast completely wreck Quincy Crew earlier, 2-0 even. I thought at least it would be 2-1 going one way, and with the stand-in as well. Let's not forget that part.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a pretty big smackdown. I think Thunder Predator now need to kind of, prove that the reason the boys at the top are called the boys at the top, and lay the pain onto Midas Club. Otherwise, people are going to start getting too big for their boots. People are going to start thinking anything crazy could happen. And you need to just make sure that you're still on form when you're coming back into this. But of course, new patch might take a while for the dust to settle. But I'm personally excited to sit back and enjoy some SA Dota. And actually, for me, learn a little bit about these two teams because, I've watched a decent amount of NA China, but SA I haven't watched that much off. I've seen a little bit. I know Thunder Predator have been absolutely dominating. Of course, I've done my research. I've watched. I've looked through the drafts and everything. I know what we're likely to see in this series, but definitely also looking forward to seeing these guys in action and seeing what they can pull out. Especially Thunder Predator, as you say. These guys have been kind of on the up and up. I think. Once everything started closing down, these guys kind of just started winning. They were like, hey, you know what? We can't go outside anymore, so let's just play Dota until we die. And that seems to be a good plan. And then they're smashing people. Thunder Predator have looked good for a long time now, for a relatively consistent length of goodness from them. Meanwhile, Midas Club, they've got some proving of themselves. They've been up and managed to squeeze a couple of cheeky wins out here and there, but overall, mostly, I think they've be wanting more than they've been getting so far.
Yep, and it looks like in this draft we got a Monkey King banned out first phase.
Oh no! It's very bad up the clicks. Don't let it through.
Bad up the clicks. You know what? I realized that Monkey King is gonna gain a lot of popularity now, right? Because that buff with the
armor. Like, it's actually seeing it in action was entirely different seeing it on paper. And paper, I was like, oh, it's pretty good. He can trade a little bit easier. Maybe support Monkey King's back. No, it's insane. Like he can actually really, just tank everything.
Yeah, and Thunder Predator is not even a team who likes the first phase Monkey, but apparently Midas Club have to ban it, which means that maybe in their pubs or in their scrims or something like that, there's been a lot of Monkey King surges. And now they're just banning it out. So that's going to give that kind of foreshadows what the future of this tournament might look like, where teams will ban Monkey or pick Monkey. And Midas Club, I'm going to go with the first pick Winter Wyvern. This is one of their signature heroes.
Yep.
Thunder Predator, are they going to take that Clinks? That's the question. I actually don't even think Wyvern is good against Clinks because when the Clinks gets behind you, you might just die. Every time.
Yeah, and even if you get him next to someone, right, he's not going to get strafe, he's not going to get searing arrows, so he's not even doing that much damage to his teammates.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like they're not going to go for the Clinks. Maybe that's just an NA thing or North American thing for now. The South Americans not quite yet respecting the ability of Clinks and what it can do.
They'll learn.
Thunder Predator are going to go with the Void Spear, a very stable hero that we saw, especially without Monkey King in the game. I think he doesn't have so many counters in terms of laning. An instant Kunkka pick. Okay. All right. Not a bad hero. They're fully expecting Kunkka to be banned out in the second phase. So they want to get it right away. And this is actually going to be a mid Kunkka. They don't play... they played support Kunkka once, I believe. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, this is just a mid Kunkka. He literally plays Kunkka like every other game, if he can get it. The mid player for Midas Club is really good with it, too.
Yeah, it's scary stuff, but entertaining as well. Some sick torrent predictions and stuff like that. Bound to be seen this game for sure. And it's nice with the Wyvern as well. So it's a cute little combo where you can just kind of bring the ship down on someone just as the Wyvern ulti ends, keeping them stun locked. But the Spectre is going to be the answer from Thunder Predator. And, makes a lot of sense. It's a good hero to play into Kunkka. Spectre's just good against heroes which like to kind of frontline and just be tanky. And, Spectre just likes to sweep around the back, kill himself a Wyvern, kill himself anything else he can find. Support Murderer, basically. And this is what this draft says so far. The Void Spirit Spectre, hide your supports, hide your kids, hide your wife. They're coming.
We saw in the last series when Quincy were playing the Wyvern, right? The Spectre just annihilated him. Pretty much every single fight.
Ruined his game.
Yeah, exactly. And Wyvern pick is good and all, especially if the opponent picks this physical damage lineup or physical damage carries. Mm-hmm. But Spectre is neither of those. And it's just so easy for him to maneuver on the fight against Wyvern.
Yeah, I mean, it's the maneuverability, right? Like, we thought that changing the fixed 100 movement speed on Haunt might have a bit of a problem for the Spectre, but actually it's entirely made up for the fact that the illusions now follow you immediately, and once you're late game, you have like 380 movement speed anyway. Once you got Threads and Yasha and anyway, so like it's fine. That change really hasn't affected Spectre later on. Early on, it's a little bit harder to jump around the fights, but yeah, later on it's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Some interesting bans coming out. Beastmaster for Thunder Predator. I'm really surprised about that because generally Spectre is actually quite good against Beast, especially once he gets that Radiance. Those are good against Radiance dispersion, and we saw that also in the last game. And then Midas Club here banning out Timber. I feel like Thunder Predator is the one who needs to ban out Timbersaw because Spectre really doesn't like playing against that hero. No, and Midas also they're banning out the Enchantress. So a bit weird bans, but maybe it's because like these are heroes that their opposition is playing, and they also don't want it themselves, right? The Batrider pit ban makes a whole lot of sense. Great hero against Spectre. Really difficult for Spectre to lane up against that sticky napalm. There are some supports that can help Spectre lane against Batrider and even free farm, but obviously Thunder Predator don't want to think too much about that and commit into a support that they probably don't want to pick.
Yeah, for sure. It leaves you in an awkward position. So, I think looking forward on this one. Oh, that's some interesting bands coming out. Beastmaster, Rider, and Life Stealer coming out from Thunder Predator. Meanwhile, Midas Club, they get rid of the Timber, as you mentioned. They charge them the Death Prophet. Good. Kind of bought a Death Prophet today, and the Centaur's going to be picked up by Thunder Predator now. Yeah, I mean, that's a classic combo, isn't it? Like the Centaur Spectre. There's so many nice little synergies between them, and of course, if you can get the Ags on Centaur as well, the damage reduction becomes a pretty big deal. But I haven't actually seen Centaur since the changes to his Retaliate.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a big nerf.
Yeah, Sanking, is it? Not Phoenix. I'm fully expecting Midas Club to pick a Sanking in this game, by the way. I'm just waiting for it. I have a sense that's what we're going to see. But anyway, the Thunder Predator, with the Centaur, we haven't seen it yet with the new Retaliate. I mean, it's not really new Retaliate. It's actually old Retaliate. That's what it used to be long ago. But
Thunder Predator... Return, isn't it? It's turned back into Return.
Yeah, Return, exactly. It's back into Return. And I'm not exactly sure how well it's going to be either. And at this point, Midas Club are not going to have that much trouble laning against Centaur because you can actually hit him now. You know you're not going to give Retaliate stacks anymore. So you can actually harass him in the lane and, maybe ruin his laning stage a little bit. His stun is lower cooldown and it costs less mana, which is kind of nice. It will help his laning in that regard. Underlord. Okay, that is not a Sanking. Here we go. Underlord, that's good. That hero is really good against Spectre. You have percentage-based damage. You're going to build really good items in Guardian Greaves, Pipe. Like, these are literally the best items against Spectre. Mitigate his damage. Group up as 5. And now that they have the Phoenix Winter Wyvern combo as well, we saw Beast Coast do that in game number 1 and how strong it was. They got a lot of teamfight on Midas Club, but not a lot of physical damage coming out. Unless they go for that Kunkka, carry build with the level 25, 100% Tidebringer. Is it 110%? I think it's 110.
I think it's 110, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. It slaps, for sure.
So I don't know if you guys some of you guys may be new to Dota in chat, but there was a time where Kunkka's Tidebringer was 100% Tidebringer cleave extra on level 25, and people used to build Kunkka like a carry. They would build Daedalus, they would build Battle Fury and Rapier, and just play to level 25, and then he just became this unstoppable beast.
Yep, X marks blink, and then just jump into a great wave, boom, and then bungee yourself back.
Exactly, and then they had to instantly nerf that Tidebringer down to like 50% or something. And now it's back up to 110, so it's very interesting. So Thunder Predator also gained that Snapfire. His spell is really good against the Phoenix Egg.
Yeah.
The multi-attack thing. It could have been a Marana pick, but obviously Snapfire provides a little bit more teamfight than Marana does. So in that sense, it's quite nice.
Yep. Cookie is very nice with Centaur as well. It's a brutal lane between the two of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So how you doing? It's pretty late with you right now, isn't it, Thebes?
Yeah, a little bit. Why? It's like 6 a.m.?
6 a.m.?
6:30?
Oh, so
Almost
very
6:30,
early.
yeah. Yeah, it's actually very, very early right
Nice.
now. I schedule for this tournament. I haven't gone to sleep. I go to sleep at like 11 a.m. or something, so I make sure I
Nice.
have enough rest to be able to. We've been casting what, 3 best of 3s. You know, we're on
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
grind. Feels good.
It is, yeah. It's a long time on the mic, but it's good keeping those energy levels nice and high. You know, for me, we're only just approaching midnight right now, so I'm okay for the time being. But yeah, no. So I mean,
Legit.
also I was trying to stay up later than I usually would. You know, I'm a good boy. I'm a bed by 11 kind of boy. No, that's not true. I'm
Damn,
never like that. That's a dirty lie.
you're not a gamer unless you're sleeping late.
Yeah,
That's for
true,
sure.
true. Gotta get that Dota in. All
So
right.
they ban out the Faces Void and Naga on Thunder Predator. Those two are really good combos with Phoenix, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
Kunkka's the Wombo combo heroes. And Midas Club banning out the T and Lina, they feel like those are the best heroes against Kunkka. And the Lina kind of makes. Does Lina make sense in this game? I guess it does, right? It could be the position 4 with the Centaur, and the Snapfire could be the 5, laning with the Spectre. So,
Yeah, yeah, I definitely. Yeah.
do you think they want like a
Hmm.
Morphling or something on Midas Club here? It's not that amazing.
Yeah, I'm expecting them to take advantage of like
And
the kind of low catch, the
LB
low silences, you know.
Ursa
Oh,
again.
Ursa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So far, Ursa has
Yeah, that's
been
good
zero
against
two.
Centaur. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
Right?
the
Zero
Ursa has
two.
not been
Right?
doing well. Yeah, he's been getting dumped a
Yeah.
little bit, but against Centaur, it should be pretty good in lane at least.
Yeah, but he can also take a lot of damage from the return, right? In that lane, and if they have Snapfire as a 4, that's a lot of stuns too. But yeah, it's gonna be okay in the lane. Like you just saw how it just doesn't feel good. You know, it doesn't feel like the same Ursa
Yeah.
from last patch, where like, if you have Ursa and you buy Battlefield, you're just so dominant.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. You know, the power of the Ursa is always that you can just build Battle Fury and then just push and just constantly
Mm-hmm.
be on the enemy side of the map, but still keep up your farm. You know, you don't need to worry about falling behind because you can just take every creep wave and still be, you know, the top dog in terms of farm while still running down enemy lanes and trying to chase people across the map, which is what you want to be doing as Ursa. I feel that's what the item achieves. So
Makes
TP,
sense.
final pick for them. And they got to get themselves. I
Fine.
mean, we don't really know. They've definitely got a centaur in the off lane. They've definitely got the spectre as carry. Now the other three roles could be switched up in any which way. The void spirit could be mid. The snapfire could be 4 or 5. The void spirit could be mid or 4. And you've kind of got your options open. I would like to see the snapfire lane with the centaur, so I kind of like to see the final pick being the pos 5 hit for Thunder Predator. But then again, that always sounds kind of strange.
It's a very. I mean, there's a lot of flex here, right? Voice Spirit can be the
Mm-hmm.
4, and that's why Undying. Okay.
Yeah, they do it. That's the final pick Undying. So it's going to be Matthew on the Snapfire, MNZ on the Spectre, Frank on the Centaur, and Leostar on the Void Spirit. And then that leaves MJZ on the Undying.
Yeah. So they picked the Undying for the team fight potential, where you have a Tombstone versus the Phoenix kind of scenario. Now Ursa is good at killing Tombstone, but obviously he has to commit the Overpower, or is it Overpower? That's what it's called, right? The second skill,
Yeah.
to the Undying's Tome. Other than that, it is a really good hero against Underlord in the lane, so he can secure the lane for the Spectre in this game. I mean, he's gonna be laning against 2 strength heroes, right? Phoenix and the Underlord.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
He's got all the strength of steel in the world right now. It's a pretty dream Undying game.
It's a lot of damage that he can take. And I think Tombstone has quite good value in this game. They have plenty of stuns with the Centaur, Void Spirit, first skill, Snapfire, Cookie, you know. The Undying Tome is going to provide a lot of value to be able to stand their ground on Thunder Predator and be able to battle.
Damn it. I'm out of water. I got snacks, but I didn't get water for this game. I'm going to have a quick one, boys. But no, looking at these two drafts, who do you think has the advantage?
I mean, I want to say Thunder Predator because Ursa, he seems a bit off. But if they don't have a good lane against this Underlord, I feel like Underlord picks up a bunch of team fighting items and Midas will outscale them.
They just go, don't they?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm always scared of a Duster Wyvern. You know, that's like a classic. You know, this kid's been around for a good few years now, and his Wyvern's always been the highlight of his games. So always got to respect the Duster Wyvern. So we'll see how he does in Midas Club versus Thunder Predator. And I agree as well that the Underlord is going to be a huge focus for this game. And if they can shut him down, I mean, how well does Undying do against Underlord?
Very well. You can just decay him and chase him down. Underlord movement speed is like 295. Undying is 300. He's got Orb of Venom. So this Underlord is going to get daggered up every time he walks into a creep wave, and he's just going to get punished by the Undying's high damage. So other than that, I think the Phoenix also is not going to have that good of a lane bottom because he has to use his HP to be able to cast the skills, and then if Undying gets him low enough with Decay, he's just going to get bursted by that level 2 Soul Rip on level 3.
Yeah, it's
Staggering to Soul Rip, it's going to be very deadly for the bottom lane. I think Spectre is going to have a perfectly fine time laning bottom because they also can't pull the lane back, right? Underlord, if he uses Firestorm one time, the lane's going to get pushed into the Spectre. So Spectre's going to get like all the creeps bottom, regardless.
Do you think we're going to see a Radiance this game from Spectre, or is this the Diffusal game I've finally been looking for?
Oh, it's a good question. I guess it comes down to what he's comfortable with. I can see both builds working out, but it feels like most of the players are just so comfortable with the Radiance. This helps you farm, gives that miss chance, kill supports also, lets you scale, right?
Sure. I really want to see a Diffusal game finally, but it does seem to be the favored the build. Like, it seems to be very difficult to rip these guys away from their Radiances. And probably with good reasoning. It wouldn't be an SA game without a pause at the start. We should have been ready for this. We should have like a quiz or something prepared for the start of SA games, because they do always seem to need a little bit of time to get started.
Maybe they're lagging, right? So they gotta restart something.
Oh, every time, man. It's a long-standing tradition over these parts. But let's look at this mid lane. So we're gonna have the Void Spirit versus the Kunkka in the middle lane. How's that one gonna go?
I think it's gonna be pretty even for both teams. Like Void Spirit is gonna have a hard time getting hit by. I mean, Kunkka's gonna have a hard time hitting spells on the Void Spirit, right? Because of the Descendant. Every time you X mark, you're just gonna get out. So it's just gonna be a farm fest between the two heroes in the mid lane. Now, rotation-wise, I think there are possibilities of Undying moving towards the mid lane, maybe after getting a bounty rune and getting a kill with the Void Spirit though. Where the Kunkka, like, it's much harder for him to get kills on the Void Spirit.
Yeah.
Sorry, getting kills on the Kunkka with the Void Spirit,
I think it's a really good lane for the Void Spirit, actually, because what he can do is with the Resonant Pulse, it kind of stops him taking too much harass from Tidebringer, so... Yeah, I think I'm expecting Void Spirit to do better in this lane.
Okay. I mean, Kunkka's damage is insane too, right? Like, it's so hard to deny against this hero. That's why he's quite popular.
Yeah.
Being played in the mid lane.
True enough. That's tricky as well. We'll see how they do. We'll keep a close eye on that matchup. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Heiko on his signature Phoenix with Sexy Fat on the Underlord, and Duster hanging out down here for the time being. But we'll imagine he rotates up the top quite quickly. Although, there's no chance of them tri-laning this, I don't think. What do you think?
Sorry, can you repeat the last part? I
don't think they're going to tri-lane this on the side of Midas Club.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're just going here for the rune, and the Wyvern's just going to TP to the top lane. Like, if they leave Centaur by himself, I mean, if they leave the Ursa by himself top, he's going to get completely crushed by two heroes. Yeah. There's nothing he can do. He's just going to get that bounty and get out.
Very nasty.
Yeah. Maybe they can even bring the Undying a bit low. Undying's so smart here. He's just going to get out of there. He knows there's three heroes. He doesn't want to lose his regen. Spectre, on the other hand, is going to take a bunch of damage from these Fire Spirits. Yeah,
she managed to dodge one, though, which is pretty tasty. And hiding in the trees, not sure about this. I don't know, but actually, he doesn't have a dive, and MJZ's coming over with the decays. That's going to take a lot of his health away here.
Very firing.
He's not using
very firing right away.
Yeah. Now,
Well, this
Heiko
actually-
dropping low. They could get the kill. Second Fairy Fire comes out. MJZ has a second decay in 2 seconds. MNZ still chasing. Has the dagger. Has the damage.
No way.
Has the kill. They get first blood in the bottom lane. We said it was going to go well, but I don't think we expected it to go this well. The Phoenix is going to be the first hero dead, and they're actually turning their attention to Sexy Fat right away.
Dude.
Another dagger in 2 seconds. Sexy Fat's gone. He's not surviving this way. He doesn't have any spells. He's just dead. Oh, Caster's Curse, if ever I've seen it.
Dude,
Well,
how
Caster's
did they?
Blessing,
How does
actually.
how does a Phoenix die like that?
Yeah.
That was actually absurd. Like, they really underestimated the power of Undying. I guess he just moved a little bit too close to that Spectre, getting
No
turned around
dive,
on.
many problems. Look at these two at mid. Oh no, they found the counter! He actually got level 2 with that creep and tried to drag him in with the Aether Remnant, but he can't quite finish the job. Now the Torrent's going to slowly style down and stop him staying on top of Mr. Murdoch there, so... Oof, topsy-turvy. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Sexy Fat going down again. MJZ trying to survive here. Heiko right-clicking. Both of them are going to live through this. Meanwhile, at mid again, Leo Style dropping pretty low, as is Murdoch. Everyone's just playing on no health right now. Jesus, good luck, observers.
Insane brawling, that's for sure.
Yep, this is the SA.
Undying bottom. Oh, he has a mango here. Boom.
Yep,
Dead.
gonna grab him. Down he goes. Finally, they'll get that kill onto the Underlord. I mean,
Wait,
this is
what?
just bullying.
Spectre bought a Ring of Bassi.
Hey,
Okay, that's a first.
that coming out of the courier? Huh, it is. Well, Spectre needs mana. Batty gets mana. There you go. He is problem solved. Moving on.
That's a lot of gold. Spent on a Bassi. I mean, is he gonna actually build into a Vladimir's this game? Is that his plan?
MJZ is dead.
That's
here,
interesting.
right? He's going for an adventure, but with these decay stacks running off, if he just lands one of these fire spirits, I'm fairly for MJZ just
Oh, I
dies.
didn't see him.
But he's struggling. He's struggling. He's going to live through this. I'm not sure he wants to though.
He kind of wants to die so he can get back to bottom right away. Yeah.
Feed to a neutral camp, or what's the deal here, MJZ? All right, we're just going for a lonely walk. Fair enough. Did he even
Oh,
ward
he
this?
saw him ward.
He saw it.
He saw him ward too.
no.
Oh no.
That is not value. That is not value.
For sure. How's the top lane looking? Centaur is actually doing very well up against the Ursa.
Yeah, I expected he would. I mean, it's a really tough lane with Snapfire. This cookie stomp combo is just super annoying, and Matthew's doing a really good job in just blocking the pool camp whilst he's at it. Frank getting jumped on a little bit here, but just going to turn it around and punch the Ursa in the face. That's going to throw in the Earth Shock as well. Shotgun actually misses as well. Nice dodge from Ardio.
Yep, Undying is back to the bottom lane. He's got more mangoes again.
Hell yeah.
Time to get his bully game on.
Got my mangoes, got my decay. Get out my way. I want to play. Salve out from OMZ as well. Try to cancel it. Oh, misses. Oh, he went in for the deep dive and he misses it. Heiko feeling bad about that one now, I bet.
Yeah, Heiko might actually be in trouble if they decide to dagger and go on him. They want to get him a little bit out of position. Oh, here he goes. Here they go.
Yeah, here it is. Take a little bit more of his strike. He's trying to run himself away from this one, but there's too much damage. And now this Phoenix is dead without TP back to the lane. Sexy Fat suffering a similar fate right now. Has got that Firestorm, wants to throw it down, but doesn't want to stop to cast it. And he gets himself under the tower, and he will be okay. Do they have the... No Soul Rip for 2 seconds. Can cancel the salve though if he wants. He's got vision with. No, it doesn't go for it. Okay. Anyway, meanwhile, up on top lane, they're going to kill onto mid lane. Leostyle and Murdoch battling it out. But these guys have been on low health the whole time. These are just two dudes brawling.
This is the craziest fight bottom. But yeah, I want to say, I think Mr. Heiko here is a bit tilted after all the stuff that's transpired bottom. Maybe he doesn't like playing against Undying.
Jesus, Murdoch once again just playing on the line, dropping to about 50 HP there. But yeah, no, I exactly agree with you. Heiko is just really feeling like he can't do anything. I mean, this is just such a good Undying lane. 2 strength heroes. He's loving life right now. This bird
coming up.
is not having a good time. Yeah, Matthew unable to get that one, but can grab the other. Meanwhile, Undying is actually the one in trouble this time. He's caught inside with the Firestorm, and they will grab the kill. Finally, a bit of retribution for the heroes of Midas. That unexpected point in Pit of Malice helping out a lot. And of course, a percentage-based damage of Firestorm doing a decent job. But MNZ's coming in for Heiko here, but can't really commit to that one. There'll be another Firestorm available. It's just not really worth it to dive the tower onto a Phoenix, which you're never going to kill. Mid lane, there's a rotation coming in. The Snapfire's here. They're trying to bring down the Conquer. Can they do it? Yes, they can. MJZ coming in for the rep points as well whilst he's on it.
That's crazy. He got level 6 first on the Void Spirit, committed. Matthew rotated mid also, and they got a catapult here. This is gonna do a hell of a lot of damage. They're probably just gonna wait for the Kunkka TP in. They're gonna try to kill him again. And this is gonna be the big snowball play by
Dire's middle
Thunderpredator here.
under attack.
He actually TPs on a tier 2. He's so smart. The Kunkka. He knows what's up.
That's nice.
That was actually very, very, very nice play by him. Because if he TP'd on tier 1, he was surely just dead. And now he's just gonna secure himself at level 6. Even had a sentry. He bought the words himself, I think, right? Nobody else bought that for him. He bought 2 sentries, is it?
Bottom lane though, MNZ and Heiko getting super low, and they're both going to go down here, but that is definitely a win for Team Midas.
Lane 2
they drop the enemy carry, but yeah, and they go on to Duster. Duster's going to lose his life, as is MJZ, however. Yeah, there's trading heroes all over the place right now. But yeah, that's
mid tower though. Oh no.
It's pretty bad. Thunder Predator definitely happy with how this one's gone down. They'd even trade their carry for that, I'm fairly sure. Like, the Spectre dying bottom is bad, but the fact that like the Undying just goes mid and takes a tier on tower, I mean, that's going to make so much space for them. And they're going to go up to the top lane now, haunting in onto RTO, and they'll grab the kill with the double edge. Beautifully done. And that's a Spectre back to the lane without using a TP as well, so she can go bottom if there's more farm there, or basically just do whatever. It's really nice to do that outside of base.
Dude, Frank is a big boy, man. He got level 6 before the Ursa. He got in there with that ultimate, and now he's got phase boosts. Yo, this game is looking out of hand.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. They've done great on all of their lanes, except like bottom was a little bit messy after all. But then with the amount of kills MNT got, he's still perfectly happy. In fact, he's top of net worth. Like he's been evolving so much. He's absolutely laughing. So yeah, every single lane won by Thunder Predator. I think it's safe to say. And MJZ and Matthew just kind of playing together now on the Snapphire and the Undying, holding this bottom lane steady. Do you think Spectre's going to go bottom, or is she going to stay farming top?
I don't think she's going to go bottom again. She doesn't want to lane against Underlord ever anymore. He's going to have that level 4 Firestorm, and that shit does way too much damage. Oh, he actually tried to TP with tier 1 Centaur. Okay. Kind of an awkward spot now without a teleport.
Undying's got to get it roasted right now. I mean, it's the duality of Firestorm and Sunray, but it's not enough to actually finish the job here, I don't think.
Leo style. He's on the way with the double damage. Oh boy.
Clean up crew. Looking for a target. Sexpat's gonna be it.
Wait, do you want that Vanguard Underlord though? Can he actually, does he have enough damage for this guy?
Let's see. He's but throwing all his spells on Tim. There we go. Now he's throwing all his spells on. Yeah, he's got enough. Matthew's gonna come.
He's got enough. Oh my goodness. I mean, he's got 10 sticks, but he was gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Void Spirit's a very cool hero.
Yeah.
Use all spells.
I guess the DD helps.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
You've even seen Heiko here as well. He's got an Astral Step in 5 seconds. All his other spells available if he wants to use them, but he's gonna let him go.
He'd rather farm, man, instead of chase this like 200 gold Phoenix. Not even worth it. He's like, whatever, bro. You do you. I'm out of here.
You're gonna hit me some creeps, or maybe even help out my my little Spectre here. I just realized how much percentage-based stat life. They got like every percentage-based spell in the game. Like you got Arctic Burn, you've got Firestorm, and you've got Sunray all in this one team. It's pretty funny.
It's a lot of storms.
It's a lot of health draining, isn't it?
It's a lot of global warming. More like, yeah, it's a global warming lineup from Midas.
I mean, this is pretty good for MNZ as well. He gets the Royal Jelly, so he's got Royal Jelly and the Ring of Bazzi, which isn't half bad when you're looking at the mana regen. That's 4.4. It's okay.
Oh boy, that damage.
Over the top.
Holy smokes.
That is so nice. Oh, if he can land the last one. There we go. All right, Matthew gets it. Yeah, beautiful little combo there from Leo Stahl and by Matthew on the Sapphire. That's a beautiful Mortimer's Kisses. Meanwhile, down at bottom, the X-Mark coming out onto MJZ here, trying to finish off the Undying, but he's going to soar up himself up. He's absolutely fine. They dump all their spells onto an Undying who lives, and they turn around and kill Heiko in the backlands. Now look for Duster as well. Duster trying to get his way out of this one, but unfortunately, Leo Stahl and MNZ just sitting on top of him, and MNZ will take the double kill in the bottom lane. Thunder Predator getting absolutely carried away in this game.
Frank, though, he's getting chased down. Oh, that's that cooldown on the Earthshock, man.
Yeah.
The cooldown nerf.
Yeah, it's extra 2 seconds, makes a big deal.
So huge, actually. Like 2 seconds, especially this early in the game, is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Leo style, getting chased by a hasted Ursa. Just gonna TP out. Like, see ya later, nerd.
Yeah, no one wants to
The
mess with that,
perfect
dude.
time to drop it.
You don't mess with it. You don't mess with bears. They're fast, both IRL and in game.
So top tower not gonna be the play for Midas Club. These guys are really good at playing objectives. Or sorry, Thunder Predator is really good at playing objectives.
Yeah, they
Like,
are.
they just
they are.
keep going one tower after the other. You know, Leo style literally hasn't wasted any time in this game making rotations as well. Now he did fall behind in terms of last hits, but that's okay because that's the point of that hero, right? You get to bottle, you get power treads, you get runes, and you just make plays on the side lanes and enable your side laners. And
Yeah.
you can see that in the network. Look at the Spectre and the Centaur. They're so freaking farmed right now.
They're really big. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a result of just kind of, taking the middle tower early on, specifically. Doing that has just opened up the map so much for them and allowed their Void Spirits to have such a huge impact from moving around all over the place. And I think that's a kind of key point to their victory. It wasn't like a full commitment at mid. It was like a poke. And then they were like, okay, they're actually going to let us have this. They just move all their heroes in, like all their supports in to pressure this middle tier 1 tower, and they take it. And yeah, I mean, it's just freed up their lanes so much and freed up their heroes to just farm the pants off. And, the fact that all their lanes went pretty well as well. The Centaur Snapfire was pretty mean. This is such a good Snapfire game, honestly. This is one of the best Snapfire games I've seen in a while. I'm glad they picked it.
Dude, he's 3-1-2, and he was level 6 before even 10 minutes. I think that Underlord did not expect all that damage to come off from the Snapfire, for sure.
No, it's just ridiculous when you can get an early Mortimer's Kisses. It does so much damage, and then you combo that up with the fact that you've also got the little Shredder to deal with the
Radiant's middle tower
Supernova.
is under attack.
It's a lot of good stuff.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
RDO heading in towards that Battle Fury. No big surprise to the Yesa going for that. He needs to
Dire's
catch
top
up somehow.
tower has fallen.
He's not super far behind, but he's definitely not where you want to be as an Ursa, that's for sure.
If you're behind the Spectre as an Ursa, that feels bad, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Not at all where you want to be, but
Also, if you're behind the offlaner as an Ursa, this Centaur is like nearly 1,000 gold ahead. They did very well in this top lane.
yeah, Centaur's a beefcake. Going for that first item Crimson, it looks like. I'm not sure if he's going to commit to this or he's going to go
yeah.
the Blink at the end, maybe I'll go Blink, maybe I'll go Hood, maybe I'll go Crimson. I don't think it's the best looking Crimson game, to be honest. So I don't see why he would. Like, it helps
Yeah,
against Tidebringer, but that's about it.
I agree. I really don't like the Crimson either right now. Maybe Crimson later could be good because he does have the Vanguard, but like even a Pipe would be great, right? Against the Phoenix and the Underlord.
Yeah.
Maybe a Halberd. Gosh, a Blink Halberd this game would be legit. Just to be able to use that
Yeah.
on the Ursa or even the Kunkka for that matter.
Yeah,
It's
agreed.
weird. Like there's a lot of items that Centaur can buy and needs to buy in this game because
He's like, no,
there's so much
I want
team
the
fight.
bad one, but maybe he's queuing it up. Maybe he's going to go something different. Looks like we are good to go though, and unpaused and ready. And now the Winter's Curse comes down to Leah style here. They're dropping a lot onto this dude. Can they finish the job? Nice timing on the torrent, and that will get them the kill. Leah style does go down here.
Big kill. Definitely
Yeah.
a big kill. Gonna open up a little bit more space, for Midas Club here. Getting that guy off the map for 30 seconds, you're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Frees you, liberates you.
Dire's
How's the
top
Undying
tower
doing?
is
He's
under
level
attack.
6 only. He needs to get to level 8 so he got that level 4 Tombstone so they can teamfight better. Because right now, Midas Club feels like they can't actually run into... Sorry, Thunder Predator feels like they can't run into Midas Club and take the fights. Because of how strong the team fighting is, right? They got Kunkka, Phoenix, Wyvern, and Underlord. Probably some of the strongest team fighters in the game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, both teams have a lot to bring to these team fights, but yeah, I mean, Midas definitely have the advantage if they can get all their spells off. These Supernovas, these Winter's Curses, really big spells to try and turn this game around. But obviously, the Spectre with the Radiance Horn is going to be a huge counterpoint to that. It's really going to give them problems, not just because that everyone's going to start getting burnt up, but also the fact that it's going to be very, very difficult to get off a good Winter's Curse or a good Supernova when you know exactly where they are.
They just need to split push and buy enough time to get that Spectre item, right? And
Yeah.
the Undying levels too, in order to fight up against Midas Club. If they fail to do that, they just keep battling into Midas Club, where Midas Club is strong, which is right now, in terms of their spells, then they're going to fall way, way further behind.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't see the Spectre drums into the Phoenix, though. That was really neat earlier on, but I guess AMD wasn't watching that series.
Has been killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see a go here onto the Undying. He's got his Tombstone on that high ground and keeping himself alive quite handily here. Meanwhile, Duster trying to heal himself up. They've got both the Sunray and the Cold Embrace, and look at that tracking there from Heiko, running down MJZ and grabbing themselves that kill. So pretty good as they were able to take down the Tombstone as well, making it a very, very nice little couple of kills here. As Matthew trying to get himself out as well, but I don't think that's happening. They're even going to drop the Supernova. Jesus. See you later, buddy. And down goes Matthew as well.
Yeah, they're drawing those lines on the Undying. They're like, guys, we can't fight this. Just please split push everything. They do get those 2 kills, but they can't actually chain that into a tower anywhere on the map, actually. They need to go back and push out the lanes. The cores didn't die either, so it wasn't that bad for Thunder Predator, but, you know, this is exactly what I mean. You can't take team fights into Midas Club right now while they're actually hitting their power spikes.
No.
With their spells.
Yeah. You need to wait for the Radiance. You need to wait for this big item. You know, they're 2k gold ahead, but actually they're 1k gold behind because there's 3k gold just sitting in the Spectre doing nothing.
Exactly. And also, Voice Spray, it's got like 2k gold in the bank almost.
Yeah, Jesus, going for the eggs. They are. So they're actually 3k gold behind. What a twist. And now there's only 1k gold behind, which means they're 4k gold behind. I'm sorry, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but you guys get the idea. You know, don't believe this little golden number up here. It seems tempting to read into it and be like, oh, this team's ahead, but no, they're not yet. You alright? I heard there's a virus going around. You're right. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heiko sitting in the trees is would be in a good place if he had a Supernova, but he doesn't. He's actually got a Meteor Hammer on the Phoenix. What I mean?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Oh my goodness.
He's got the crown, he's got the recipe, everything a little Phoenix, a little Wyvern needs. And they're slamming it into the Void Spirit right now, but he's actually able to get himself away, so the Winter's Curse completely wasted. Meanwhile, the volley's coming in over the top with the Monomer's Kisses. Sexy Fat taking a decent amount of damage there. Meanwhile, on the backlines, in comes the Spectre, trying to find a tug as they bring down Sexy Fat. Duster going to be the target of the Spectre as well, continuing to dish out the damage into Duster, and Duster will fall to MJC. MNZ looking towards Heiko as well. Meanwhile, Murdoch's going to be the one the rest of the team focuses on and deal the damage to, and they take down Murdoch as well. And Heiko left behind enemy lines, wondering what the hell just happened to my teammates. Meanwhile, RDO, he's got nothing to do with this. He's just farming the enemy jungle, farming the enemy side of the map. Didn't want to join that fight for some reason. I really think he should have. I think they needed that Ursa, and I think they could have won the fight with the Ursa. Instead, the Ursa just kind of farming with the Battle Fury. I don't get that personally.
Oh, Neo style. Oh my goodness. So much damage.
It's fine, right? There's no chase on RDO anymore. No Earth Shock, no kill.
I think Midas just fought around an area where they didn't have any vision. And the Spectre with the Haunt was just too value there, spotting out all the heroes, and they were just a little too split up too.
Little bit.
In that fight. But yeah, I mean, maybe Ursa is useful. I think he's going to try and do something right now, because they do have the egg up this time around, and they can just go to the tower and push something, especially with the Spectre Haunt being on cooldown. Spectre will have a Radiance up, dude. This is a pretty damn fast Radiance.
Yeah, rivaling the last game as well, as RDO just murders MJZ. Can he finish the job? Yes, he can. Thank you very much, Pit of Malice.
It's always so cute when the Ursa tries to, like, jump up the hill with his Earth Shock and doesn't make it.
It's like, oh, they did like a little flip and oh, I didn't quite get up there. The thing is, a lot of the time the trees block it, which is interesting. Oh, they're going for Roche. The Radiance is coming to the Spectre right now. If they get into Roche quickly enough, they will be able to interrupt this one. Let's see what happens here. Leo Star's around the back. He's got a haste rune as well. He's very close to his Aghanim Scepter, but doesn't have it quite yet. A lot of ping is coming down. MNZ's coming in from behind, but he's immediately getting stunned. They're throwing spells at MNZ. MNZ's in trouble. They need to come and actually fight this one. Sentinelity coming in as Frank comes in around the back, but they're focusing all their damage onto the Spectre right now. MNZ, can he keep himself alive? He's running up to the high ground, being burned up by the egg, but MNZ is going to live. Meanwhile, inside the Roche pit, he's absolutely fine. No one's trying to do Roche right now. They are focusing on each other as Matthew and Frank try to come around the back line, do some damage to Sexy Spur, but it's Duster who will fall eventually as MNZ just poking in with the daggers right now. Not full committed. They're trying to TP away on the side of Midas. I don't think that's happening, guys. They're going to lose their Kunkka.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Meanwhile,
god, what a throw.
Jeez.
What was Ursa doing? Why did he jump out? He's like 4 hits away from killing that Roshan.
Yeah.
And then he can take the fight.
You gotta commit. You gotta commit.
Oh my god. They also get the dragon skill from the opponent.
God. Yeah, this is
Has fallen to the
well, this
Holy
is this
smokes.
game just became kind of hard. Like you've now got a Spectre Radiance Aegis.
Dude,
17 minutes
I don't
into the
know,
game,
man.
by the way.
That was a hella big throw by Mr. Ursa there, just jumping out of the pit. Like it was at what 15% HP?
Yeah, literally
just
like
made no
maybe
sense.
3 more hits and he's gone. But instead, he just wants to fight everyone, which is completely opposite to what he did last time. You know, the last fight he was like, "No, I don't want to fight anyone. I got to go hit creeps." So as his priority is creeps number 1, heroes number 2, Roshan number 3. We figured it out.
I mean,
at least. We've got a formula.
Yeah, he was just really horny for that Spectre, but if he killed the Roshan and then went for the Spectre, it would have been such a better execution. His team wouldn't be fighting around the Roshan pit anymore.
Meanwhile, it looks like Frank and Matthew are doing a bit of a feed here, though. Matthew's actually got a Yule, so that helps out a little bit. Delaying the food order,
Yeah.
but I think the
They got Haunt. They got Haunt.
back, yo. They're going for this one. Horde comes out, and in the backlines, they'll be to immediately take down Heiko and Duster. The Wyvern and the Phoenix are dead. Sexfact going for the TP out. Nothing to cancel that one out, but M&Z just runs down an extra hero here, and actually ends up finding Murdoch as well. Wow, that's a quick fight. That was a very quick fight.
So good. And this is gonna make the Spectre so much bigger too. Like, I mean, getting that Haunt fight with Radiance, netting your team 3 kills always feels amazing. Ursa was farming though.
Yeah,
during
he's
all
getting
that
them
time.
creeps, you know. He knows what he wants. He's a man
Dire's top tower
who's
is under
got
attack.
priorities, so you always got to respect
Oh god,
that.
MJZ
look
again.
At this, the Undying caged in. Usually it's the bear caged in these situations, but this time it's a zombie.
Well, we know who wins. Zombie versus bears.
Oh, what about a bear zombie though?
Dire's
Oh
top
yikes,
tower
that
is
that
under
sounds like the
attack.
most terrifying thing
Dire's
ever.
structures
I'm fairly sure
are
it's like
fortified.
some D-tier Hollywood studio which would love that idea. Zombie bears.
There was a movie that had a zombie bear.
Radiant
What
are
was that?
scanning.
If only I can remember.
Radiant's courier.
There's
has
definitely a
really
zombie
good.
bear.
If only you could. I can't. For some reason, I get a vague idea that that might have been a thing as well. Was it Dead Snow, the one where they like infiltrate? Well, they don't infiltrate. They visit like a army burial ground for like World War II, and then they all raise from the dead.
And sweet.
I don't think so. Anyways, back to the game in question. Heiko, he's heading his way towards the Meteor Hammer. He wants to make it rain
Dire's
right now,
bottom
and he's actually
tower
finished
is
it
under
off.
attack.
Just straight up. I want to play with this Meteor Hammer because I don't really see any way to keep heroes still.
I think that's the play on the X mark, right? You get the
okay.
X mark on the Kunkka, then
Yeah.
you Meteor Hammer, and then you Sunray them, right?
Or the Meteor Hammer into Supernova, the biggest plays. Use that stun duration.
Throw him up on the Phoenix. He really wants that level 2
Radiant's
egg.
top tower is
That's gonna
under
be quite
attack.
nice.
Yeah, you need it when you're playing
Radiant's
against
structures
Snapfire.
are
You actually can't pop egg unless like Snapfire's like in another game.
For sure.
Has to be really far away.
Ursa is going for a BKB after the Yasha. Alright, alright. Gotta get that 8% movement speed first.
I am
Gotta be fast.
Duster! Silence.
Yeah, he's very much dead. He's a dead boy. Void Spirit's got a DD, so you know,
Spectre.
that's just some free kills basically.
This is the Aegis.
Yeah, they get him actually.
Dire's bottom tower
Jesus.
has
Was that the
fallen.
percentage-based damage?
Yeah, both of the percentage base damage, Underlord and Phoenix.
Not all of them though. The Arctic Burn wasn't there, but yeah, we'll accept it. That's still very good.
True. This global warming strategy is very good against tanky heroes.
It is. Burn them up. Drop the fire, drop the stun, kill the spec. And MNC is very far forward here, considering he's just lost his Aegis, but he's got a team behind him now. Wraith's coming in and save the day. And they're actually going to drop the spells onto MJZ. They know the target they need to bring down, but he's immediately going to throw down the Tombstone, try and find himself a target. Sunray's coming through, but in comes the Cookie to help him out here. MJZ trying to run himself out. He's got to be careful though. Meanwhile, in comes the Haunt in the backlands. They've taken down Sexy Fat. Now they'll run in to try and help out the rest of the team as RDO just gets eaten up. He doesn't. Oh, he did pop his ulti. It just didn't do anything, I guess. Now they're going to try and retreat here by dropping that Winter's Curse, but unfortunately they've caught out Murdoch. Murdoch's going to get run down. That's going to be a triple kill for MNZ. Everybody's dead on the side of Midas, and they are just getting continually wrecked again and again and again.
It's like Spectre's a good hero, huh?
I think she might be, dude. I might try playing it. See what it's like.
Dude, they are rocking it, and this Centaur, I mean, he wasn't even needed, like, to kill everybody. I think he came in like a little bit late into the fight, got that Ursa. That Underlord died right away from the start, and the Phoenix Egg just without any protection from their Kunkka, and the Underlord also can't really do anything. They're having a really hard time combining all their spells together on the side of Midas because of the Spectre.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of scattering away, but in reality what they need to do is just stick together.
They do.
And also,
they do.
I think Underlord needs like a Greaves, I believe. Like, that's probably the best item against Spectre, to be honest. But he did go for that Vanguard route early game, and I feel like this Vanguard is just completely useless.
Yeah,
in this
I don't
kind of
like
game. Yeah. Pipe is good though, because they got plenty of magic damage, especially with the Radiance and the Void Spirit. But if you went for like a Grease kind of build, they can really keep his team alive and play together. They're just splitting way too much at the moment in the fights.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to say like Thunder Predator got this, but there are some opportunities for Midas to come back. They have a pretty decent team fight, but they got to get like some amazing fights and spells off.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's certainly unlikely.
Oh god, not like this. Another split fight.
Yep, in they go. Nobody is here right now in the right place at the right time, and they're going to be able to take down the taxi, derail the taxi. They do manage to bring him down. Especially, even looking over towards more here, almost ready to bring down the Ursa. Ursa does get the TP out eventually, but Jesus Christ, MNZ is taking no prisoners right now. Doing so much damage.
Yeah, they just got smoked on right before the Haunt is up again, and then this game is looking so sad for Midas Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Shadowblade Spectre? Wait, is he building Shadowblade? What is that?
Oh yeah, Silver Edge seems to be queued up. Or is that? Yeah.
Yeah, it is Silver Edge. Interesting. Very interesting. So he wants to be able to remove the passive of the Underlord and the Ursa with that Silver Edge.
Sure, I guess. I don't think it's that important, but okay.
Some fancy build, man. Fancy build.
Yeah, at this point, you can kind of do whatever.
I mean, it's not even that bad, though. It does give you mana regen, right? So,
yeah. A little bit. With the Oblivion
Just
stuff.
a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit triggered that people are starting building Silver Edge on Spectre before they build Ags on Spectre. You know, I still stand by that item, but, you know, I'll let it slide.
Oh boy, look, man. This Aghanim's is not gonna see play for a little while, until Miracle does it.
Until Miracle does it.
It's gotta come from Miracle or Arteezy, you know, before it becomes a trend.
True enough. True enough. I'm not sure that's the high ground you want to walk up, my dude. He is going to do it all the same and immediately take a ton of damage silenced up, though Murdoch is actually backed up by his team right now. And this Tombstone is not going to last a very long time here, I don't think, although it's taking him some time to bring it down. And meanwhile, on the backlash, Frank finds a great jump onto two, and they're just going to cut through them both. Meanwhile, the Winter's Curse comes down, but RDO just losing his health to MNZ anyway, tries to turn it around with the empower, but he just can't do anything. They just can't do it, and they're just going to GG, they're tap out. That's it. We're done with game number 1. That was a
26 minutes.
Yeah, 26-minute Spectre victory. I mean, she was just completely over the top. She bought a BKB in the end, by the way, which is like, yep, cool. We're done with this. Yeah, the Thunder Predator dust their hands at game number 1 very, very cleanly. Midas, unfortunately, could not find their footing in this first game, never really looked like they stood a chance, and from the laning phase to the mid game, they just got spanked at every available opportunity. So with very bright pink bums, they'll go into game number 2 and hopefully stand a slightly better chance against Midas, against Thunder Predator in that one, but this one is... I mean, I'm not sure what there more is to say about it. I mean, what was the main fault? I think we can probably... I think we're done with that now, right?
I hope so. It doesn't feel
0
good.
and 3, yeah, 0 and 3, 0 and 4. I can't remember.
I don't know. It really doesn't feel good anymore after the changes. I feel like normally he would get 1 or 2 more kills, and that will